Hi, this is JJ DiGeronimo, the president of Tech Savvy Women, and we are continuing our Women in STEM series. And today we have Erica.Krumlauf with us. Hi, Erica.
Hi, JJ. Thank you so much for having me here today.
Oh, we're thrilled. So I just want to jump right into it. What are you doing today as your career?
Well, I am currently the COO of Leading EDJE, which is a premier consulting company here in Columbus, Ohio, specializing in custom application development. I started the business 7 years ago with two of my best friends, and things are great.
Wow, COO and entrepreneur. That is just an excellent story. So how did you get to that point in your career?
Well, I think it all started for me back in high school, if we were to go all the way back. I took a course in programming with BASIC, and I fell in love with it. I always thought that I would have a career in education, and it kind of changed my entire career path. My father was in IT, so it was kind of natural that we always had computers around us. But I decided to get into computer science and graduated from Miami University with a degree in systems analysis, which is in the School of Applied Science, so a very technical degree. And really started my career with Software Architects, which was a consulting company here in town where I was a developer. And as I progressed through my career, I found that while I loved technology and I had a passion for it, I didn't see myself sitting behind a desk every day writing code. So I went down the path of program and project management, where I really got out, met with a lot of different businesses, worked on my business skills and my leadership skills while still maintaining my technical skills as well. About 7 years ago, the company I was working for was sold, and two of my coworkers, who are also some of my best friends, we sat around a kitchen table and said, should we do our own thing? And the answer was yes. And with that, Leading EDJE was born. And it's been a great success ever since.
That is so exciting. And I love the fact that you dabbled in different career paths before starting your own business. So it looked like you did a couple different roles to really get yourself more prepared for Leading EDJE.
Yeah, I think that really helps us connect with our team. The partners all have their own little niches of what they know well and what they do well. And, keeping that technical background really helps me connect with the technologists that work for us and that report to me. And it really helps us kind of form that bond and stay focused on technology, which is really where we as Leading EDJE want to live.
That is awesome. And it just sounds like such a great path and just such a great journey. But what were some of the obstacles that you came up against when, throughout your career?
Well, I think definitely being a woman in a male-dominated world is tough.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of stereotypes around strong, assertive woman. And, when you're in a meeting and you're speaking up and you're trying to get your point across, sometimes it's taken differently than if a man was to do that. So I think that's one of the big obstacles that women have in our career path, with just staying strong, staying assertive, and knowing that you do have a place at the table. It doesn't matter that you're the only woman in the room. You have a voice and you need to be heard. So I think that's one of the big obstacles for me. I've been called a bulldog. To me, I take that as a compliment. I think that it shows that, with staying strong, you can get things done. And, that's my encouraging words to everyone is, if you want to say something, say something. Don't sit back. Don't wait for the opportunity. You have to jump on it, and you have to say it when you're in that moment. So I think that's one of the biggest obstacles.
Well, I say bulldog too, so that just makes me laugh. But it sounds like you've learned a lot about yourself through the process too. Have you taken any classes, or what do you do to develop yourself?
I think I lean on others around me. I think that you need to surround yourself with a strong team and strong people that you look to as mentors. And, the word mentor is sometimes overused, but I see it as someone that you can share experiences with and get their advice as to how they would handle certain circumstances or what they've done in the past. When we started Leading EDJE, none of us had business experience. We hadn't ever run organizations before. We had a IT guy, a project manager, and a salesperson. And we started this company, and it was really leaning on each other and working together and collaborating with each other, which I feel is so important in order to, pull experiences from everyone around you. I think that's probably the big thing that I've learned in all of this.
That is awesome. And great advice, too, is to seek out people, especially when you have gaps in your own expertise. I love that. So what's on the horizon for you next?
Well, obviously growing Leading EDJE. One of the things that we're really focused on right now is becoming that catalyst for companies to help their business grow. So it's not as much focusing on the technical solution, but really understanding what is their business problem and what are they looking for in technology to solve that problem. It could be faster speed to market. It could be solving inefficiencies in their business process. So we really want to go in and understand the business and understand the issues that businesses are having, and then figure out how do we apply technology to that. I think too often people are quick to jump to the technical solution without understanding really what the problem is. So from Leading EDJE's perspective, we really want to grow in that space to really become that catalyst to help businesses grow.
Well, I think so many companies need that today because it really is a sea of acronyms, and the new technology is coming so quickly. It's hard to decipher what is the next steps for most companies and what's going to benefit their existing investment.
Exactly.
So that is great news. And so in closing, what words of advice would you have for women that are looking to get into a STEM degree and eventually career? And then what advice would you have for women that are already in a STEM career?
My words of advice for those coming into a STEM career is don't be afraid. Don't think that a career in STEM or in computer science is just about coding. There are so many other career paths that you can take with that technology background. Everywhere you look, technology is involved in business. So really, I think that's kind of a launching pad to get you to the final goal of what your career is. For individuals that are already in a STEM career, my words of advice are don't be afraid to go after your dreams. If you feel you're stuck in a dead-end job or you're getting stale in your skills, look at where you can expand and where you can go, and don't be afraid to take the leap.
Erica, this has been just a great synopsis of where you've been, where you're going, and how you can empower other people. So we really, really want to thank you for your time today, and we look forward to following Leading Edge and following your success. Thank you.
Thank you very much, JJ. It's been great.